Hello everybody, my name is LadyGearDU, and today I am joined by...
Pretty Glee.
And we're going through Plutopia again. Now, Steve's actually seen the cartoon, so I'm gonna let her explain what went on during it.
Well, I'm not going to explain the whole thing. You got to watch it yourself for that. But that's not a dog. It's a cat butler.
Yeah, I think it's a dog.
It's a cat butler.
Is there anything else about that's worth mentioning? Like, why the colors are changing?
It's Pluto's dream.
Oh! It is?
That's why it's called Plutopia, and that's why it's a cat butler.
Oh my god, that is amazing! That's the best Disney cartoon ever!
And see, it's a cat.
It looks something like a cat.
It's a cat.
It looks like a derpy dog from Tom and Jerry or something.
It's not Tom and Jerry.
No, it's not Tom and Jerry.
That's why it's a cat.
And you were walking on hot dogs, which I guess makes sense because it would be Pluto's dream.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they play Plutopia at the theater in Disneyland Paris?
Yes, they did.
That was fun.
And you weren't watching it because you were so in tune to your chicken or whatever you were eating.
I like food. You can't blame me for liking food.
I blame you for
I'm
liking
eating
food.
actively as I speak.
Like your mouth full.
And we're playing a game. This is the Tomorrow City Square. It's more of a circle, as I explained on a failed recording. This is how the spotlights that we keep seeing make sense or whatever. This is in general. This is just a really cool area because it's all like neon-y, and it reminds me of Tron, even though I've never seen that movie. And Cordy just hiccuped, which I'm gonna keep in the video. Or not. Anyway, there's a gremlin over here.
What's the gremlin's name?
Apollo.
Wow, you have a really good memory.
I remember everything. I'm an elephant. My name is Dumbo.
That is politically incorrect.
You're politically incorrect.
Dumbo was a very rude, cruel name they gave him. His name was Jumbo Jr.
Sure, let's go with that. So what Gus is explaining is that there's electricity on the tracks. The electricity, you're pretty much going to have to go face it to get across this area. It's going to come by every 3 to 4 seconds. So what I recommend you do is that whenever it comes by, what I recommend you do is that I recommend you mentally count or whatever, 2, 3, and then jump.
Like 1, 2, 3, jump.
1, 2, 3, jump.
1, 2, 3, jump, and so on and so forth. Great, now you have that stuck in my head.
Bah. What's that from anyway?
What?
The 1, 2, 3 jump thing.
I made it up.
You did?
Yeah.
You're original.
Yes, I am.
You're original. Cannot be replaced.
Aww.
I'm secretly Katy Perry. You guys are jealous. Over here, somewhere around here, there's a thing we can do, which I just fell into. There's a couple of machine cogs we need to paint in here. These machine cogs are actually important for a collectible that we're going to be getting over here, because after we activate that, we activate the sky trams.
Looks like fun. Let's go!
Before recording, we were confused as to whether or not this one ride was called the People Mover or the Sky Tram, but I remembered. The People Mover is a little train thingy that was powered by magnets that would take you on a tour around Tomorrowland. And don't look at me like that.
You keep getting it confused.
It's similar names.
We went to the park and you kept calling it Tomorrow City.
What's weird is that I don't mistake any of the other names in the Disney parks. Like, Like how Toontown's called Off Town or anything like that. It's just Tomorrow City for some reason.
Yep.
So yeah, the People Mover took you around Tomorrowland, and we would ride it whenever we'd go on there, simply because it was air conditioned, and Florida was like really, really like brutal when it came to heat.
Yeah, the summer was the worst time. And there really wasn't a long line for the Skytram because it's just
People
the
Mover,
tour ride.
People Mover.
Whatever. People mover then. There wasn't a long line for it because it was a tour ride, so not many people would bother with it. So we could hop on and stay riding on the air conditioned ride while other people waited in the hot, brutal sun.
I remember one time when we were at Disney World. We went to Disney World a lot when we were kids because we were rich. I'm just kidding. Um,
That's not true.
we went to Disney World a lot when we were kids. And one memory that I remember distinctly, it's one of my favorite Disney memories, was when it was pouring down rain. And we were like playing in the puddles while everybody else was hiding inside the buildings.
Yeah, it was great. It was at MGM, and
Either MGM or Tomorrowland.
it was MGM. It was pouring down rain, but before that, it had been so hot that day, and the rain there was warm at the time, so it felt so good to just run around and play in the rain before getting on more rides. Yeah, we know all the Disney secrets for the park. Okay,
Yep.
no, we don't. We know a lot of them.
You want to be careful with the people movers because they can actually hurt you. Um, so just be careful with them. And something really cool about the people, well, it's not really cool. It's more of an interesting detail. Um, is that if you stand up during the people mover, they will stop the entire ride.
Yeah, they'll stop the entire ride until you sit down because it's unsafe for everyone else when you're standing up.
It's very unsafe. Um, they can't exactly stop an individual train, because they're all connected on a single track and they're all continuously pulled by magnets.
Hmm.
It's the same system that they used to launch California Screaming at California Adventure.
Oh, hey, that suddenly reminds me. One of our favorite memories of the People Mover ride is one time when they were either updating or fixing Spaceship Earth. Wait, that's not what it is called.
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain.
Space Earth is a giant golf ball.
I know. I get those two mixed up. Forgive me. Space
You're
Mountain.
unforgiven!
Space Mountain was being fixed, so all the lights were on, and we could see everything inside the building on that one. That was really cool.
Yeah, the cast members they're like give like special privileges or something when it comes to riding the rides. Where one time, where like you said, we could go on while the lights are turned on.
It wasn't a special privilege. They were in the middle of renovating or fixing the ride, so the People Mover, which was a tour ride, goes further. Rather than
Oh,
stopping
okay.
two rides altogether, they let the one still go while they were fixing the other.
Okay, that makes sense.
But we did get special permission for stuff.
And now we're gonna be jumping across the Skytram to take care of one more thing before we leave this super awesome area. And the background is still so pretty. This is such
We're gonna cry.
this is such a pretty game. The speaking of the animatronic parts, did I mention them? We're getting an animatronic part. There, that makes sense now. Speaking of animatronic parts, Goofy, he was originally going to be look a little bit more. His design was a little bit more dark, and that he appeared a little bit more damaged or whatever. And in the final version, he was changed to look a little bit more, not frightening.
Yeah.
His
Good thing they did that.
his earlier version doesn't really bother me all that much, but apparently a lot of people think that it was going to be a Beetleworks in me based off Goofy, which I don't believe at all, because I really doubt Disney would allow Goofy to be a villain.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that to Goofy?
Why did I just say about fixing my computer?
To do so repeatedly. I'm going to do it again.
We have technology. Grr, 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 grr. Say goodbye to Tomorrow City Square. Bye.
Goodbye, Tomorrowland Circle.
We're going around in circly loops.
And let's do it again.
And we get a gold pin. Oh yeah. And now we're back inside this projector screen. So this right here really confuses me because there are 3 giant safes and one that's the same size. So how does Mickey outweigh like 2 safes? That's just kind of weird.
It's a cartoon, and he's Mickey Mouse.
That's no excuse. I want my Mickey Mouse cartoons to be realistic. I'm just kidding. I don't want that at all.
Why would you wish for that? You're a monster.
Yes, I am.
You should apologize. Get down on your knees and pray for forgiveness. I'm sorry. Ooh, some really awesome.
It's actually impossible to get all the film reels in a single playthrough.
Why is that?
Because there's well, I can't exactly say it because of spoilers, but yeah, just keep in mind that we won't be able to get all of them on a single playthrough. I'll explain off camera.
Okay. Or maybe you can explain it at the end of this let's play.
Ouch. A rocket ship!
It's amazing, astounding. It's just like new.
I know what you're talking about.
And if any of you fans out there know what I'm talking about, 7 imaginary cookies for each of you.
And they're all chocolate. You better present it!
Except that one. It's a
Yeah,
lemon cookie.
you all get cookies except for you.
No. That cookie's lemon with white chocolate chips.
Ew, that's gross.
It's my favorite. So rude.
Ew, that's gross. You're welcome. I don't have a life.
You speak in quotes, of course you don't.
I can't help it.
I can't help it. It's so beautiful.
The gremlins in this area, they're gonna start something that we're gonna be seeing quite often throughout this game. I don't remember exactly how often, but it's gonna be a thing where some of these gremlins can deactivate certain hazards, like this one right here. It can deactivate either the electricity or the people movers. I recommend you deactivate the electricity first because it is much more annoying than the people mover.
Hey, was that a giant blue blob?
Yeah, that was one of those sleeping blotlings that exploded get you close.
Oh yeah.
I used the paint on it to make it fall asleep.
That's why it's going.
I honestly have to say those things are really adorable when they're sleeping.
Yeah, they are. It was just like you.
Exactly. I'm a giant fat circle. I'm Pac-Man with pants.
I cannot wait for that Pixels movie to come out.
Oh my god. There's a movie coming out called Pixels being made by Sony. And it's basically about like the Space Invaders aliens or whatever, they're invading Earth because they're entirely offended by our video games. And so they're using our video games against us.
Okay, that sounds like a completely inaccurate synopsis.
How's that inaccurate? It's basically it.
See, were you even watching the commercial? It specifically said we sent a message of peace, but they misunderstood it.
Either way, they're attacking us with video games, which is awesome. That's how I want to die. I want to get eaten by Pac-Man.
Nom nom nom.
Ow, ow, ow. You're punching me.
I was not punching you.
Go figure that a movie made by Sony would make Donkey Kong a villain, am I right? Which, that reminds me of something. Sony is apparently making a Mario movie.
Oh,
That just sounds pretty cool.
I don't know about that. I would rather see the commercial first, but Pixels looks hilarious.
It's like Wreck-It Ralph, but it reminds me of how they did Wreck-It Ralph, except it's gonna be like a funny disaster movie.
I can't wait. Ooh.
This right here is really useful. We're gonna see why in a moment, but it's it's not an elevator. It's a platform, and that will take us to a higher area, which can help us with stuff. And these enemies right here, we've encountered them before, but for whatever reason, this design it's just weird. I don't get it.
What, the hoppy?
Yeah, the hoppers. This specific. I don't mind the hoppers anywhere else in the game, but this design is just weird. I don't get it.
What's not to get?
Your face.
It hops. Hop, hee hop, hee hop, hee.
It's like a really weird looking Star Wars android thing.
Well, so are you, but we love you anyway.
I really like how you can see the walls in this area. It's like the final Bowser Galaxy in Mario Galaxy 2, how it's all just basically in the foyer of a giant Bowser castle, which is awesome. And
I didn't know that. You've got to show that to me.
thanks for watching my Let's Plays. um, we-
You know I watch you.
on a more serious note, we just got the dog tags, which we can use to finish the side quest of epicness, of epic proportions. And there's a gremlin over here. I can shut down one Beetleworks generator, or I can give you 3 TVs. We could use 3 TVs.
Yeah, we'll put one on the ceiling like Garfield. And John, in that same comment, said, I've never seen anyone work so hard at being lazy.
He's clearly never seen me. For whatever reason, that reminds me of something. The other day, Cordy was sitting on the staircase of our house, and she was looking at the wall, wondering if we should put a TV there so we can lay on the staircase to watch TV.
That was just being sarcastic.
I don't believe you. I think you're being serious.
Why would I put a ceiling? Why would I put a TV on the ceiling? It would fall.
You could duct tape it. Mythbusters have proven how useful duct tape is. That Beetleworks over there, he's my least favorite enemy in the entire game. You're gonna see why in a moment.
Ooh, let's be wise now.
But first, let's take care of this thing. There's a gremlin over here. Save the gremlins!
What's his name?
Omega.
Omega.
Omega. Just like the actual Beetleworks, the Beetleworks generators will change appearance, over the course of the game. Like in the next area, it's going to have a completely different appearance, as to how it looks in this area, just like the regular Beetleworks.
Pourquoi?
Because it's a completely different area. You wouldn't have a pirate go across. Oh God, what was I saying? You wouldn't have a cowboy go across Tomorrowland. which did actually happen one time. And that phone. You heard nothing. um, there was actually an incident where in Disneyland, this was still when Walt Disney was around, where a Frontierland cowboy walked around Tomorrowland. Um, I think he was just going across it on his break, but this sparked the idea of the utility doors in the Magic Kingdom, where the entire theme park of Magic Kingdom is built on the second floor of of that property. Because on the first floor, there's on the first floor they have a what's it called? The utility doors. I just said that. I don't know why I had such a hard time remembering it. They have the utility doors where all the cast members do their daily work, like making sure all the rides are working properly and changing costumes and doing stuff like that. And as I said a moment ago, this is my least favorite Beetleworks enemy in the entire game. You have to use Thinner to destroy its armor like the other Beetleworks, and then it's gonna go off for a moment to repaint itself, and then it's gonna be shooting paint and Thinner at you. Paint, I don't think actually can hurt you, but Mickey will flinch from it, and the Thinner will hurt you. You have to you have to thin armor while it's doing that, and it spins around for a moment. And you have to attack the green circle thinking on its back. And
Who would have thought that paint thinner could be dangerous?
I know, right? So yeah, you have to attack the green circle on its back. Destroy the Beetleworks. I almost said Mechon, but they're not Mechon, they're Beetleworks. Presumably, it has been messing with my mind when it comes to robots lately.
I knew it.
I'm turning into a Mechon.
Huh? Here. Huh? Huh?